Ladies and gentlemen, SideStrafe back with another episode of the Strafing Run, of course designed to keep you up to date on a fairly regular basis. Today we've got some more World of Tanks running in the background, and still just one of my go-to games, title that I play in my downtime, and just generally having a lot of fun with it, in spite of all of its flaws. Let's face it, there are quite a few things that we could complain about. Balance, the game engine, performance, you know, you name it, it's there, but at the end of the day, it's just a lot of fun, even though it's pretty arcade. But beyond that, I want to move along and talk about War Thunder just a little bit. Many of you ask, you know, you're going to get back into it. When are you going to make your next War Thunder video? And I have to say that for the planes, the flight, combat, probably not going to take another look at it. When it comes to them releasing ground forces, however, that's a different story, and I'll be all over that instantly. It'll probably be side by side with World of Tanks. I think that those are going to be two games that'll have different things to offer, and you know, many of you are looking for a realistic title, a more realistic title than World of Tanks, and I think War Thunder is going to be the answer. You know, we can look at seeing ground forces with historical battle modes, and even in their garage or arcade battle modes, you will probably see a lot more realistic gameplay, and I think a lot of people will enjoy that. Some won't, you know, some just do like the arcade shooty nature of World of Tanks, and some might not get into it, but for me it's going to be something that will easily complement my channel, and I'll be covering it more than you can possibly imagine, as long as it's great. And I think it will be, because War Thunder with the planes is pretty fantastic. The game engine is gorgeous and it runs flawlessly. Of course, we are talking about flight, where there's less detail on ground objects, but I'm sure ground forces will take a bit more of a toll on systems. But I still think that it's a lot more of a polished engine, you know, with modern refinements, you know, certain things that the World of Tanks Big World engine is missing, like multiple CPU core support. So with War Thunder, I think it's just going to be fantastic. We're going to see more realism. I'm looking forward to the historical battle modes, and even the fact that you can switch servers at any time to go on EU or the Russian or North American servers whenever you want will be nice. Mostly because I can collaborate a lot more with the Mighty Jingles and things like that. And I know many of you have requested more of that action, because right now with World of Tanks, you know, he's on the EU, I'm on NA, so we can only really play on the test server, and it's difficult because our schedules differ so greatly. But moving right along, kind of still related to World of Tanks in a way, I want to use this time to discuss Twitch.tv, or live streaming. I've been doing a lot more of it lately. In the past, I had dabbled in it, and it just frustrated me. It was just too difficult to set up. It didn't run flawlessly. There was too many glitches. The stream would go down. There'd be lag. The chat would break, and the software was unreliable. It's just not fun to do, and it was hard to manage the chat with so many viewers. But recently I was playing some World of Tanks, and I was thinking to myself, wow, you know, I'm spending a lot of time just playing this World of Tanks in my downtime, trying to unlock new vehicles so that I can make videos about them. And I said, you know what, why aren't I just live streaming this? You know, I'm sitting here anyway playing this game. I could just live stream it and interact with my community. It's hard for me to respond to messages in my inbox, messages in the game. You know, I get hundreds of messages a day. It's impossible to respond to everyone, and trust me guys, I'm not ignoring you. I'm not that kind of guy, but it's hard when you're nearing 120,000 subscribers on YouTube. You can imagine how many people are trying to get a hold of you, whether it's business or just people just wanting to play a game with you. I just can't do it. So, you know, my apologies for that. It's nothing personal. It's just the way it is. Put yourself in my shoes. But, you know, that's a whole other thing. In regards to Twitch, I think for me, it's not just some secondary income, but more so it's my way to interact with the community. In fact, I don't even really care about what money really comes from live streaming. I am a partner there. I do have a new subscribe button, but really my focus has always been 100% YouTube. I do this full time. That's my job. I don't have another job. I don't work anywhere else. I do YouTube 100% of the time. Other than managing the Facebook and Twitter, everything revolves around that. So yes, I do make my money on there. It pays for my bills and whatever other living expenses I have, and that's how I survive. So you can imagine why I take great care into maintaining my level of quality and detail when I render videos and construct the audio and whatnot. So when it comes to live streaming, it's not my focus. It's pretty random. I do it whenever I pretty much just feel like it. I don't have a schedule. While I am a partner on there and I do have the opportunity to earn revenue, it's not my main source of income. And for me, anything that comes from Twitch.tv would be stuff that goes towards bettering my YouTube channel, hardware upgrades, building a new PC, which I need to do eventually, or coming up pretty soon, just because the processor is getting a little long in the tooth. Things like that, upgrading my internet. Right now I've got fiber optic, 25 down, 25 up, and it's really good, but I want more. I want more power. I want to be able to upload videos faster. I want to be able to live stream at a higher bit rate, maybe a higher frame rate. So I want to look at upgrading that, but I'm not going to do it because it's already pretty expensive. And I think that if I were to get more revenue from live streaming, then I could put it into those types of things. I'd also kind of want to look into maybe doing contests, maybe World of Tanks Gold giveaways and things like that. And I think that that's what Twitch.tv can help me with. So I've got the channel link in the description below. It's twitch.tv/SideStrafe for those of you that are not already on there. Generally, when I start to stream, I will post a link on Facebook and Twitter. Not always will I put it on the YouTube channel, but usually when I'm trying to get a larger audience, I will put up a video, short little like minute long or less video that says, hey guys, I'm on twitch.tv right now, link in the description below, come check me out. And that way the channel knows, because I know some of you hate Facebook, some of you hate Twitter, you just don't like social networking, you're paranoid for some reason, and you don't want to get on there. So the only way I can reach you guys is by, putting the video on YouTube and then removing it later. So you can look for that if you don't want to do the other things, but you have to keep in mind that I won't always put a video. There will be some days where I'll stream and I won't care about reaching a large range, and I'm just like, hey, I'm just gonna stream because I'm bored, and maybe only those that actually follow the Twitch channel will show up. So keep in mind, at the Twitch channel, it works like YouTube. There's a follow button. It doesn't say subscribe, it says follow. The subscribe button is a whole different thing, and I'm going to get to that in a second. But the follow button will allow you to set up an email notification when I start my stream. So you can know, you can be in the know, and you can get in there and have fun with the chat and watch the video. So you're going to want to follow that if you're interested in keeping tabs there. I think we only got about 3,000 something followers, which isn't much considering the size of the actual YouTube channel. So if you're interested in that, hit that button. It's completely free to follow. There's no requirements or anything. You'll come in there and we'll have a blast. Now, there is a subscribe button that I just recently got because I am a Twitch partner. They finally gave me a subscribe button. It says subscribe, $4.99 a month. Okay, and you're like, whoa. All right, what is this? What is this about? Money? What do you got? Okay, hold on. First of all, before anybody freaks out, this is not mandatory. You don't have to do this. I'm not asking you to. Whatever floats your boat, it doesn't matter, okay? But here's what happens if you do subscribe. No advertisements while I'm streaming. That means the second you join the stream, there's no beginning ad, and during the stream, there's no ads throughout the middle. And yes, I will be running ads because, well, money is good for the channel. It's good for the business. It's good for me because it can allow me to upgrade my hardware and maybe create contests in the future. So at the end of the day, it's helping you as well. It's supporting Twitch. It's supporting their business because it's obviously some of it gets split to them. It's all around a good thing. For those of you that are interested, I do get questions about, hey, how can we donate? How can we contribute? Well, that's one way. I don't really ask you guys for anything. I don't ask you guys for likes. I don't ask you guys to sub. I don't ask you guys to share or favorite anything. Generally, I just give you a free video and that's it. Revenue does come from advertisements, and I appreciate people just showing up and commenting and hanging out and being a part of the community. So that's why I usually just never ask for anything. Hey, if you want to subscribe, $4.99 a month, it's gonna allow you to have some ad-free viewing. I believe it also allows you to get SMS text messaging about when I start streaming. Beyond that, I want to build some more perks into it. There is a subscriber-only chat option, which means that I can flick a switch and say, all right, only the people that are subscribing are allowed to chat. And even though that sounds kind of mean and unfair, the reason that some people do it is because when you have thousands of viewers, the chat is unmanageable. You could have, 10 moderators and it's just impossible to look over. So some people turn on sub-only chat because then it calms things down a bit. You can still watch everything, but you just can't talk. And most of the time, a lot of people there aren't even chatting anyway. And sometimes what it does is it closes it down to subscribers because, let's face it, they're going to have the questions that matter. They're gonna say, you know what? I'm paying for this. Here's my question. I want this stream to be good. I want to be serious about this. I want to have a mature. I don't know if somebody's gonna, pay a monthly fee to be a troll. Whatever. That's kind of, regardless of whether you're subscribing or not. I'm not afraid to lay down the law and drop the ban hammer if I have to. I don't really know how any of that works, but well, I know how to ban people, but I don't know how it would work if somebody's actually a subscriber. But anyways, my point is, it's there. There are reasons to use it. I might have to in some cases if the audience just gets too big. Recently, we've had like 900 viewers, and even that's gotten a little out of control. I wouldn't necessarily make it sub only for that reason. I would only do it if it was just completely unmanageable. So it's an extreme situation. Generally, I want to avoid doing that. Beyond that, I'd like there to be other benefits to the subscriptions, maybe subscriber-only events, contests, training days, things like that. Because you say you're paying $4. Okay, it's $5 a month, big deal. Anybody with a job, that's nothing. You can sneeze that out in a second. But my point is still, you're still throwing money at something, and for it to only just be about no advertisements, well, I'd like to add a little bit more to that. So hopefully we can come up with something that will be of some use to you and make it a little bit more enticing. But other than that, yes, it's just going to support me and better the channel and the stream. So there's that. I wanted to discuss it. Again, it's not mandatory, so don't freak out. Other than that, the link will be in the description below for, of course, Twitch, Twitter, and Facebook. This is the only time usually in the strafing runs that I ask you to check those things out, because sometimes I'll have certain updates on Twitter and Facebook that I won't have on the channel, polls and questions and things like that. Sometimes I'll ask, hey, what do you guys think about this? And it'll be on Facebook, and then I'll get an answer from there, because we only got about 6,000 people on the Facebook. I think nearing 7,000, only about 3,000 on Twitter, and out of almost 118,000 subscribers, I think that the more of you actually have those social media networks. So if you're interested in following me, if you actually like what I do, you like what I have to say, then those are good things to keep in touch with as well. But at the end of the day, to start to cut this a little short, the whole Twitch thing is my way of communicating with you guys. It's not about you watching me play games more than it's about me getting to interact with you. A lot of live streamers are out there, they don't really pay attention to the chat. Well, I play games that allow me to pay attention to the chat. World of Tanks is perfect because you get into a match, maybe it's at maximum, it's like 14 minutes long. You come back to the garage, you can look at the chat for a little bit. Then you go into another match, rinse and repeat. Maybe playing Cube World. I'm going to do a live stream for Cube World soon, maybe today or even tomorrow. That's a game where I can just, okay, stop fighting a monster, go into town, look at the chat. You guys can help me in Cube World. So things like that, and I think that's why I like live streaming, not because it's another way to make money or it's another way to have people watch me do things. No, it's because I can actually chat with you guys and answer important questions. Obviously, no requests, no personal questions. We're just there to hang out and have a good time, and you're obviously there to meet each other. Maybe you guys can find some new platoon mates, have conversations about tanks or games and the YouTube channel and things like that. That's cool. We're there to help each other out, answer tech support questions, not to me but to each other, because I can't help you with tech questions if the issue hasn't happened to me. So there's that. So keep in mind, it's not easy when there's 900 plus people yelling via chat at me to answer their thing. I'm not ignoring you. I do read the chat. Just be patient, and again, put yourself in my shoes when looking at it. So Anyways, ladies and gentlemen, I think that really covers it. Again, look forward to the next live stream, which will be featuring Cube World, because a lot of people have wanted to see that. And I think that's also a way for you guys to be able to help me succeed at it. So, with that said, once again, ladies and gentlemen, I have to thank you so very much for joining me on a regular basis. It is more appreciated than you can ever possibly imagine. I'll see you on the next one.